Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to my Bookish world. Today I'm going to be doing a little book haul. So this is what I'm going to call my mid-semester book haul because it's like week 9, I think, of the semester. And I have some books. Not as many as a little bit more than I was actually planning on, but like still a pretty small amount for me. So I'm happy with that. So I think these are for the most part in order of like when I bought them, and I'll let you know where I got them and all that. Yeah. So the first book that I have is Concrete Rose by Angie Thomas, which I've already read and talked about in my January wrap up. I got this at Barnes and Noble. I got it on the day it released. I went to the Barnes and Noble by me and bought it on my way to work so I could read it at work. And I'm not going to tell you what I rated it because I've already talked about it. But this is the prequel to The Hate You Give. So it follows Maverick, which is Star's dad. And yes, I loved it. I just said I wasn't going to give you a review, but yeah. And then the next book I bought was this beauty, A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah Jane Maas. I also got this from Barnes & Noble. Also, I didn't actually pick it up on the day that it released. I picked it up the day after it released because that was when we had like a little winter storm, and we had snow, and the streets were not plowed on the day that it came out, and neither was our driveway. But yeah, and I pretty much read it for like a little over a week. But anyway, also have already talked about this in my February wrap-up, so you can watch that too. But this book follows Nesta after the events of the first 3 books of the ACOTAR series. So this is technically the 4th book in the ACOTAR series, but it's a standalone romance book following Nesta, which is one of the Archeron sisters. And again, very much enjoyed it. She's beautiful, she's thick, she looks beautiful on my shelves. And then I bought Honey Girl by Morgan Rogers. I also have already talked about this book in a wrap-up. I read this early thanks to NetGalley and the publishers back towards the end of January, early February, and this came out on February 23rd. I did not buy it on release day. I was going to, but I couldn't find it. I had to get to work. So I ended up buying this online on Hudson Booksellers, and I got my own copy, and it came like 3 days after it was released, so that was very exciting. But I also very much love this book. It follows Grace, who is a PhD, who had just recently got her PhD in astronomy, and she is a Black gay woman, and she decides to celebrate her PhD in astronomy by going to Vegas, and she is very drunk and gets married, and it goes from there. It's so good. It's not just an adult romance. I mean, there is romance, but like it's so much more than that, and I recommend it. It's what I kind of needed. Like, even though I'm not gay and I'm not a Black woman and I don't have a PhD in astronomy, the feelings that she talks about finishing school and kind of not knowing where her life is going, I needed that. So I totally recommend this book. Also, look at this cover. It's stunning. It's stunning. I will read anything by Morgan Rogers from here on out. Just saying. And then the next 4 books I got off of thrift books because I was like, you know what? I haven't had I've been buying new releases. I haven't been buying just books that I want to read. So I decided to do that because I felt like I deserved it. So the first book that I got was Nevertheless We Persisted, which has 48 Voices of Defiance, Strength, and Courage, with a foreword by Senator Amy Klobuchar. I have not started this yet. I'm hoping to start it pretty soon. But yeah, I thought this was just women, so I was going to read it for Women's History Month. It's not just women, but I'm still going to read it this month because there are a lot of female voices in here. So I'm still excited to read it. Like I said, I got it from thrift books, so this is kind of a crappy copy. It's an old library binding. I probably won't keep it because I don't like the library binding, but It was not that much money. Actually, I think I got this book for free, so it was worth it. And then I bought Get a Life, Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert and Take a Hint, Dani Brown. These books are number 1 and 2 in the Brown Sisters series. So the third one just came out after Age. I have not read either of these, but I've heard so many good things. They are adult romances, but I think I'm going to love them. This follows Chloe Brown, who is a chronically ill computer geek with a goal, a plan, and a list, who has a near-death experiences and decides to go after her life. And then I know Dani Brown deals with, I think, fake dating. Yeah, fake dating. So that's exciting. I'm hoping to get to these some point this year. And the next book that I got from Thrift Books was Tweet Cute by Emma Lord. This is about a girl named Pepper and a boy named Jack whose families own feuding restaurants, and they get into a Twitter war on Twitter, but neither of them actually know that it's them doing the tweeting, so they start to develop a romance in real life, but you know, yeah. So I'm actually really excited about this. I've heard really good things. I think I'm probably going to be getting to it in the next couple months, which is exciting because the goal here is to read the books that I own, which I'll be honest, I'll be doing like my updated TBR, physical TBR soon. It's not that big. Now keep in mind, my birthday is in a few weeks, and I do have a lot of books that I have not read yet on my birthday list, but yeah. And then the last book that I also have not read yet, but I will be reading hopefully soon, and that is Chain of Iron by Cassandra Clare. This is the second book in the Last Hours trilogy. So this is the collector's first edition. I got this because I got this off of from Barnes & Noble. I attended the event online that Cassandra Clare did with Emma Books as the moderator, and I was really happy about that. I had a very stressful time getting home to watch that webinar. But yeah, it's signed and it's beautiful and it's thick, not as thick as A Quarter Silver Flames. Actually, how long is this baby? That's a short story. Short story notes. It's like 656 pages, which honestly is not as bad as I thought. So I'm excited to read this, hoping to start it sometime like end of next week and finish it over spring break. Yeah, she's stunning. But along with that book, because I attended the event, if I can grab it, I got like a few little bookish items that I'll show you. So first I got this little, I can probably take it out of the packaging. That would be much better. I got this little moth that matches the cover of Chain of Iron, and it's beautiful, and it's going to go on my little pin board thing, pin flag, whatever it's called. And then I got these little character cards. I'm not really sure what to call them, but we have one of James Herondale, and then we have one of Cordelia Carstairs that are a little bent just because of how they were packaged, which sucks, but yeah, these are probably going to actually hang on my wall next to my Cassandra Clare shelf, so that's exciting. But yeah, that's it for my mid-semester book haul. Surprisingly, it's not that big. Considering I graduate this semester, I'm not gonna lie, I might spoil myself with some books, especially because other stuff. Which honestly, I probably need to film a life day update, but I'm gonna wait until I get some other news before I do that. So that's exciting. But yeah, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Follow my social media down below. That's Twitter, Instagram, and Goodreads. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.